In this demonstration, I want to show my method of sanding and polishing gemstones, doing carving, particularly fire agates. For my final process of polishing gems, I'm using dental tools which been developed for working synthetic zirconium, which is used for tooth replacement. Those dental tools work with all gem materials, starting from soft like amber, ending up on corundum. The sanding process, for sanding process, I'm using 3 grades of sanding wheels and discs, which are made with sintered rubber, sintered with diamonds, and those tools working very aggressively, but it's a very good control of sanding process and control of the quality of sanding. On the end of the sanding, I'm using polishing wheel and polishing paste, which was developed for exactly the same zirconium, and polishing process is very rapid, cutting carving time at least 30%, down to 30%. Then first I want to show the wheels which are for sanding: medium, medium fine, and fine wheel. The thicker one, which name Diaflex, and 3 wheels which are thin, and they call diathin, and we have 3 grids of diathin wheels. Advantage of the thin wheels is they work with the edge and work with the flat part of the wheel. And starting point is a medium sanding wheel, which is very aggressive, and I will demonstrate how fast that wheel can take care about scratches from metal bonded diamond blade, which is 80 grit. I'm preparing demo surface where I will be using first medium grit sanding wheel. Medium sanding is done. To show how aggressive is this tool, I will carve the groove on the flat surface to show how fast it works. In working with chalcedony and the fire agates, my next step should be medium fine, which I can skip and go directly to fine grit and work the entire surface and the groove in the same time. What you see here is a real time of the process. because final surface is large and flat, I'm switching from thin blade to the thick wheel to finish the sanding process. Dental industry doesn't use lapidary or gem cutting grading of grit. They just saying medium, medium fine, coarse, extra fine. The last wheel in sanding process is fine, and I guessing is around 400 grit. To do the quality work before polishing, last step polishing, I'm using diamond paste 1200 grit from Mountain Mist and using bristle brush, which is charged with this paste already. I don't have to do any addition, and very slightly and very fast I go over all surface with 1200 grit to have a smoother surface for the polishing. The stone is ready for polishing. For polishing process I'm using two tools, let's say. Super fine polishing compound and a rubber wheel laminated mixed with polishing compound, which is called Compoflex, and the wheel is like very fine pre-polish grit. For good effect, and especially on chalcedony and fire agate, I'm mixing two grits. This is something no-no for most of the carvers, but because ingredients of the final polishing are really unknown, it worked very well together. To demonstrate it, I apply small amount of paste on the stone and work with the Compoflex wheel. Last step, which is glazing like process, I'm using this super fine polishing compound with the bristle brush. Same way, applying very small amount of paste on the surface and working with the bristle brush. And this is the final polish on the fire agate. It will work exactly same way on any quartz like amethyst, on gemstones like sandstone, work very well with opal. Opal needs a little bit of care to prevent stone from getting hot, but most of those tools work very cool very fast and can be working with high speed, and the only what is differentiating from another methods is not water used. All those tools work dry. In case of fire agate, to check for layers, is advised to check it, the progress of the work, with wetting the stone, but before putting the tool on, the water has to be removed. And that's basically it. Polishing the surface to very good polish took almost no time. To do it traditional method, it will be, I will say, at least 5 times longer, and amount of steps will be much larger. Now I just show you the packaging tools and information about the company who made Diashine. They have a website where all tools are listed, and this is the packaging. This is medium fine Diashine, which I didn't use this time. This is the medium diazine, which I start my sanding process. The information about how to use it will be published very soon. For now, I have very sketchy brochure which telling what to use and when, and that is listed on my Facebook page, Ryszard Krukowski Fire Agate Art Studio, or on my website, fireagate.ca.
Go ahead.
This is very little brochure explaining where the tools come from and how to use it. It's little write-up how to use it and for what part of the job. But what I really would like to emphasize is speed which dental tools allowed me to work when I'm carving fire agates. By reducing number of steps of using different grids and aggressiveness of the sanding, which is very slow in the traditional way of doing carving, the time of cutting, finishing average size fire agate, I could reduce from 2-3 hours to 20 minutes. On the demonstration, I really want to show real time of process, and I work on small area. Larger stone will for sure take more time. Taking care about the layers in fire agate is again time consuming process, and finishing of medium-sized stone will be much longer than the demo of just basically brown chalcedony. I wish everybody luck of cutting fire agates. It's a wonderful hobby or profession. Then we'll see you maybe in next video.
To do the pricing.
So Arizona Highway, March 1979.
1979. They were discussing the prices and the carat weights. And if you take inflation into account, fire agate's very undervalued right now.
Yes. Because so you're saying 100 a carat was the high then?
Well, that's what it said. It said that. I'm pretty sure. I need to reread the article.
Like what?
There was one
Yeah.
mistake on it. They had a mistake that if you calculated it, it was like
Another
$2,000
example.
or $3,000 or something to carry
Oh,
because they didn't.
Oh.
They
I
put
don't
the decimal
remember.
point. in the
Another
price.
example of how prices changed very little from 70s and 80s are advertising by Warren Hughes in Lapidary Journal, who was the most efficient and most known fire agate dealer.
At the time.
And in his time, the medium grade of fire agate was $100 a pound. The peacock, which he graded as the highest grade, was $200 a pound. And today, it's still the same price, 100, 200 a pound, which is maximum for quantity, let's say 5-gallon, 45-pound bucket, which is pretty bad for the miners, especially in Slaughter Mountain, who can't make enough money to justify going mining, because going to the mine is 80-mile trip one way, plus fuel, plus equipment, plus some labor of 2-3 people dealing with the tailings, and the total cost a day is $600 at least. And outcome of the one-day mining is sometimes only half a bucket, let's say 20 pounds of mine run with 2-3 better stones in it. That's it.
That's
That's it.
that's crazy.